Hi, sixth grade. We're going to talk about a coordinate plane. So far, when we've been plotting points, we've been using this, which is known as the first quadrant. You've told me this is your X and this is your Y, and that still holds true, but now that we know a little bit more about negative numbers, we're going to put this first quadrant in its rightful place, which is right here. Notice that it's the exact same setup. It's just now we've zoomed out and we've included negative numbers. So this is our number line, right? Here's our 0 point, positive numbers, negative numbers. If you think about it, this is above ground, positive numbers. Negative numbers are going to go below ground. Everything else still works the same. So we've got our X coordinates and our Y coordinates. And when we're plotting points or reading points, we always travel left and right first, positive or negative, and then up or down. So this is quadrant 1. And for some reason, we go counterclockwise. So quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So this is plus plus for our quadrants. This would be negative, positive. Negative numbers, positive numbers. This is negative numbers, negative numbers. And this would be positive, negative numbers. Thinking about your X, Y coordinates. So remember, the ordered pair is your X coordinate first, left or right, and your Y coordinate next. And it's read the ordered pair of 3, negative 5 would be an example of an ordered pair. Okay, so now we're going to move on to example 1. And example 1 gives us these points and says which point is at a certain place. So we're looking first of all at point T. What you will notice, and we're counting on the lines, always on the lines, this is 0, 0. So when we move to point T, we move to the right in the positive direction, 1, 2, 3 units. And then we move down in the negative direction, right below ground, 1, 2, 3 units. So all the way here and all the way here. So our point is, for T, is positive 3. We moved in the positive direction, down 3. So negative 3 is point T. So then it asks you to look at different points. So for example, let's talk about point P. So we start at 0, 0. We go 1, 2, 3 before we line up with point P. So we're moving negative 3 there, 1, 2, 3. And then we move up 1, 2, 3 because we move up in the positive direction. Point P is negative 3, then 3. Notice that these are opposites of each other, right? The coordinates are reversed and where they appear in our coordinate plane. So for example, S, we wouldn't move left or right at all. So that would be 0, would be our first plot. But then we move up 2, so it's a positive 2, which is different than Q. We would move negative 2 over for Q, and then we would not move up or down. So that would be 0. So hopefully that helps you for example 1. Example 2 asks you to actually plot the points. And so we're going to do that. So I'm going to draw a coordinate plane. If you grabbed a packet, there is some graph paper. You do not have to use graph paper. You could just do it on a regular sheet of paper, but graph paper makes it a little bit easier if you have some. So each line is its own spot. So we're plotting the point negative 2, positive 3. So remember, this is our X coordinate. X comes before Y. X comes before Y. So our X coordinate, left and right, is a negative 2. So we start at 0, negative 1, negative 2. And then it's a positive 3. So we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's our point. It doesn't, oh, it does say this is A and this is B. So this is A, point A. We always label our points if they give it to us. This one, for B, we don't move left and right at all. It's 0. And then we move negative 3.5. So down negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and a little bit more, -3.5, and there's your point B. So that's for plotting points. Give them a try. Good luck.